Hi there, and welcome to this week's coaching tip. Today I want to talk to you about change. You see a lot of people come into training and they say, oh, you know what, I went to training, but nothing really changed for me. And here's the question, is that the training didn't inspire you enough, or that you didn't have enough momentum to make the change happen. So let's talk a little bit about that. What is the formula for change inside of an organization? Because the person that can change the most, the person that can learn the most, the person that can adapt to the situation of the day is the one that actually grows a business. And so if you want to talk about change, what you must think about is that your level of dissatisfaction for your current condition needs to be so strong that it needs to be greater than the resistance. Not only that, the level of dissatisfaction being high enough, you also need to be really clear about the vision of where you want to go. So what is the best outcome here? So I'm really dissatisfied with what I've got, and this is actually where I want to go. That's my vision. That then needs to be times by the amount of energy that you're prepared to give to the first steps. And that all needs to be greater than the level of resistance to change. And so inside of a business, I look at it all the time. I say, okay, well, what are you actually dissatisfied with? Well, I'm actually okay. I'm reasonably happy with what's going on. Well, then why would you make change? If you're in a position that you can't see a bigger vision, and that's the reason why all businesses fail, is that they don't have a vision around how they want to serve their customer and what they actually want to do to go and get that growth. If you don't have that vision, then why would someone come to work for you? And the reality of it is that people need to be really clear about where they're going and what they're doing, and be inspired by what we're actually going to go and do for the customer, and how we're going to improve the customer's condition, and what valuable contribution they can actually bring to the table. And if you then take that with the desire to then want to go and make those first steps, if that's greater than the resistance, then change happens. So in the training room, what do I see? Well, I see people that aren't dissatisfied, or I see people that have no vision bigger than where they're currently at, because I see these complaints voiced by the competent. So in other words, they know that they've got problems and they just complain about it, rather because that they're so focused in being in the moment, rather than actually being focused on creating a bigger future, that they never ever get to that high level of thinking. So if you want to make change in your business, what you got to do is say, okay, great, why do I actually want to make the change? What's the vision of where I'd like us to go to? Who are the people that are going to be actually fundamentally involved in that change? What are the steps that we're actually going to need to take? And then let's actually go and do that. And so if you can get all of those things in alignment, so just note them down, get really clear about what it looks like, clearly get people involved who are going to be affected by that change, have the conversation with them, and get them to be involved in owning the outcome around the things that we're actually going to go and do, then you'll actually make effective change in your business. And that is what grows you. So let's not get confused about anything else about the quality of the training or the conversation around whether or not it's good enough. What's really important is that you actually in a position that you're clear about how you're going to make change happen in your life and in your business. I really hope you've enjoyed this week's coaching tip, and I look forward to seeing you next week.